Hi, Rasheeda. Hello.
Hi. How are you guys?
Oh, we
Better
are
now.
we're so good. Danny and I have been so excited to chat with you. I'm sure you've heard this a lot, but we are two gay boys who grew up on My Bubblegum. That song changed both of our lives. I definitely should not have been singing those lyrics.
Oh, yeah, you should.
That
Yeah,
song came out,
you
but but we loved it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And you're still making boss moves, like literally on Boss Moves. Season 2 is coming out. How are we feeling?
I feel great. It feels good to just be able to step into another realm and show a different side of what your life looks like, and the things that you want to see come to fruition and help other people grow and do their thing. So it feels good to make boss moves and all that good stuff.
Well, that's what's so impressive about you, I feel, because you have lived, I feel like, 9 career lives and you've done all of them so well. So what is kind of like, where does that drive come from? And what do you think, if you could give everybody a lesson who is like, "Oh, I want to be a boss. I want to be a boss. What do you think they should be doing?"
Well, they should be working hard. That's what they should be doing, being focused and, having goals and having, determination and just, having faith and knowing that, it's not going to be instant gratification. You got to work hard, know what you want, and stay focused on the task. Don't always look around and think, oh, they're doing this. This is what I should be doing. I should be doing this. No, we get distracted by things like that. Set your path, understand your path. But the main thing to me about being a boss is someone who, knows that, you have to put that work in order to receive those accolades. And, if you're not willing to do that, then, your chances of getting where you're trying to go is going to be slim. And not only that, but it's about putting it together and really, truly executing. And, once you set your mind to something and you truly execute, I can only, pray that you're going to get everything deserving of it.
And you filmed with a lot of fellow bosses for season 2 of Boss Moves. When you were sitting down with people like Cynthia Bailey and Nelly and Marlo and all these really fun guests, did you learn new ways to boss up?
Well, you know what you do. You learn new ways to boss up all the time when you're talking to other people making boss moves, because everybody's doing things, differently, sometimes similar, but it's honestly, it's all an inspiration, and people don't get it twisted. Like, yes, we're trying to inform and, give people gems, but we're taking them in on a lot of episodes ourselves, and that's what we do love. It's full circle at Boss Moves.
And I love to like that Evan mentioned some people that are we know and love from Real Houses of Atlanta. And something I sent Evan in the morning, because we've just been sending your songs back and forth all day.
Oh, wow.
I was obsessed that the Bedrock remix that you did with Candy,
Yes,
you and
yes.
Candy have been collaborating together for so long.
We have. We've known each other for like over 20 years. We actually did a whole entire project together called Peach Candy, the Georgia Peach and Candy. So we did a whole project together. We have a slew of songs together. And you know what? The Bedrock remix is actually a song that I did with like Candy. It was Toya, Rushing, Diamond, Lola Monroe, just a ensemble girl, collection. And it just felt so good, so female empowering. And I always wanted to reach out to the other females in the game and, come together and know it's strength in numbers. Let's hold this hip hop thing down, So with Bedrock, I was able to do that. And I love, love, love that whole entire thing that we did.
We also got to show some love to Legs to the Moon. I mean, come on, Legs to
Okay,
the Moon.
y'all really know what's going on, don't you?
We do know what's going on. Well, speaking of Atlanta, Rasheeda, I was at Candy's wedding. I was
Really?
covering it for another outlet that I was working at the time, and I remember seeing you. And
Yes.
this was like nearly 10 years ago. So I was like so nervous to approach you. I was like, oh my God,
Oh,
it's
wow.
bubblegum girl. Like I can't even handle this. So I didn't say hi, but I saw you enjoying yourself and having a good time. And I love that the Candy friendship is still
Yeah.
going so strong. Would you ever make the jump from Love and Hip Hop to Housewives? Because I feel like producers must have come knocking on your door a few times.
Would I make the jump if the coins is coining and the math is mathing?
Boss moves.
And the contracts is making sense? Let's make these boss moves.
I need to call to make those boss moves happen, because I mean, I love you on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but seeing you interact with the girls on Real Housewives of Atlanta, I think would be so much fun.
I get that so much, y'all, for real.
And I feel they need, like, you could be a good, because there's a lot of like riffs going on right now. And I almost, when I look at your Instagram, I'm like, wait, she's friends with every single person. I think they need you to kind of mend some fences.
Bring it all back together. I'm like, Lord, but you know what? They be having a lot going on. And I'm like, y'all, they be talking about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but Housewives, they be with the turn up. I'm like, they have the drama. So I'm like, I don't know now.
Like,
with all the boss moves you're making and being so busy with all the businesses you have and filming your own reality show, do you even have time to keep up with Real Housewives?
You know what I have to do on the, honestly, a lot of times I'll have some mornings, like when I'll take my son to school in the morning and I may have like until 10 a.m. before I have to go to my first set or whatever. So I'll try to squeeze some in, watch a couple episodes, see what's going on. Because I hate like when we're all together and I walk into the conversation in a room where all of us are talking and kicking it and they're like, yeah, because this is this and that is that. And I'm like, oh, I missed it. So I don't know what's going on, y'all. I gotta have the tea at all times.
Has Marlo been keeping you updated? Because I love that she sat down with you for season 2 of Boss Moves.
Yes, we were actually together last night. She was at the Boss Moves premiere party, so we had a blast. And yes, she's been keeping me up on everything that's been going on.
wait, did she give you any information?
She didn't give me no extra tea for you.
No tea for us. But what are your thoughts? Because Kenya has said a lot about Marlo, of course. But
Yeah.
the chair, did you see that's making
I ain't caught up. I ain't see what happened. You gonna tell me, or I need to see it and then.
She went on Carlos's King podcast, Kenya, and she talked about how Marlo has a chairlift in her house. And everyone's like, why does Marlo have that?
Do you know?
I don't know why. I guess I gotta find out. When I find out the real tea, I'll let y'all know.
That's the next episode of Boss Moves, is the mystery behind the chairlift, unpacking the
chairlift and Marlo.
Wait, I could see that'd be an amazing video. You just hitting it, going up, just like, hi, I'll be there soon.
I have the tea for y'all. I'm on the way.
That is so funny. Well, another Atlanta girlie that you have on season 2 is Cynthia Bailey, who we love and adore so much. She's doing we're having a live podcast show in a few weeks, and she's doing it, and we're so excited. But I just love how she has blossomed in this new single girl era post-divorce. What changes have you noticed in Cynthia since she has left Mike? And did you guys get to talk about that for Boss Moves?
Yeah, honey. Yes, we did. We got to talk about all of that. We talked about so much. Me and Cynthia, we had such great conversation. Cynthia, she just seems really happy right now in her life. She is she looks amazing. She's went through a lot of different things health-wise and is very vulnerable, speaks about it all. She totally informed me about a lot of things I didn't even know. And, she doesn't use the fact that, her having her fibroids and all the different things that she went through, that's not anything she's ashamed of. She is giving information and talking to us about it and giving us tips on what to look for and different things like that. So my hats totally go off. And that's one reason why I wanted her to come on, is because she's a woman's woman. She's, been in these marriages publicly. She's been divorced. She's, it's all about how to move on. And she's a great example of that and doing it beautifully.
Yeah, 100%. Now, last Atlanta question, and then we'll move on, Rasheeda. There's some Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and some Real Housewives Atlanta crossover kind of happening leading up to the Atlanta finale with Ty Young, who was previously engaged to Mimi. And then there's the rumors about Drew, and we know you're friends with Drew, and obviously you know Mimi very well. What are your thoughts?
Mind my damn business.
Okay. Honestly, that's probably smart.
That's smart. That's smart. Was that one of the episodes when you caught up? You're like, I should have just skipped this episode because now I'm kind of involved.
Okay. I'm like, things be happening, child. Listen, it's a lot. Okay. But hey, it is what it is.
Did you get to catch up and Drew and just sort of ascertain how she's feeling? Is she doing well? I mean, like, is she okay? Because she's been through a lot this year.
She has. She's been through a lot. I haven't talked to her in a while. The last time I did speak to her briefly on text, she was fine. You know, Drew is keeping it moving. I think, you know, regardless of what goes on in life when it comes to like all of us, one thing I can say is it's like you have to like keep it pushing. Like you have to like stay focused. It's a lot to deal with. It's a lot of pressure, you know, especially when you're going through like marriage stuff and relationship stuff. You got kids involved and all of that. And then you got the whole world watching you and forming an opinion and dealing. But more than anything, she's just got to stay focused, got to keep moving. I'm looking forward to seeing her, you know, in the future on what she's doing. And, you know, things be happening though. It's kind of crazy.
And I mean, and also like there's things blossoming. Let it be new love, new music, because she wants to get into all of that too.
Yes.
It feels like she's about to, like, she's entering a new era. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a new Drew loading.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes, you know, you don't know where a person is. You don't really know fully people's relationships, where things are. So, you know, sometimes when things happen, you see a person and they're like, okay, now I'm, you know, able to go in these different directions and do the things that I want to do. And when you see them moving around like that and it seems like they're happy, a lot of times you just want people to be happy, you know?
And now knowing both of them, do you kind of, you're like, I get your, like, does the A plus B equal C? Like, do their vibes correlate? Do you feel?
Who vibes you talk about? Well, obviously it's some vibing going on. Okay, let's just.
Like, I'm not mad at it. I think they're great together.
You know, all I say to people is like, listen, life is short. And we could wake up tomorrow and it could be something going on out of all of our control. And you want to be happy at the end of the day. And I think what everybody's goal should be is to find that happy space. You know what I mean?
Wait, and I love that you say life is short. And I think that is why I am flying across the country next week to go see Beyonce on the floor. Because I was living vicarious. Was it everything and more at the Renaissance Tour?
It really is. It's just the whole vibe. Please put on your Renaissance swag, okay? I better see it because it is everywhere.
She posted she wants everyone in sparkling silver, so I threw out my old outfit and I'm going to find that somewhere.
You better, because you will get your life.
Wait, Rasheeda, were you part of the show when she said that Atlanta won the Everybody on Mute challenge? Were you muting?
No, that night was the first night, I think, and I was there the second night. So we was turned up, honey. We had a ball.
Oh my God, I'm so jealous.
And it seemed like your premiere party last night was a ball and a half too.
It was. We had so much fun. So much fun, y'all.
Oh. My favorite person on the planet, other than you, of course, Rasheeda, but my other favorite person on the planet, Nivea, was there. And I love you like that. Your collab with Nivea, freaking good.
I believe you remember.
You best believe I remember that. Like, so
I can't believe you remember that. That's crazy.
How could you forget? And then she also had her kind of like reality TV moment this year with Queen's Court, which was so fun to see. I just love to see all the girls from that era just like thriving and figuring out new ways to live their best freaking lives.
We've all known each other. I've known Nivea forever. We've had several collaborations and we have always been cool for years and years and years and years. And, you know, she's just great. Her voice is amazing. And, you know, anytime we all get together, it's just like, it don't matter if we ain't seen each other in 3 years. It's like, we just pick up where we left off, keep partying, having fun, and, you know, showing up for each other.
And when you guys are all together, because I always wonder, like, because obviously you've done music, you've done TV, you have all these businesses, you own a restaurant, like what, like, are there parts of you, like, what do you feel you get the most joy from doing? Like, is it any of them that really makes you feel the most you? Is it a little balancing act? Like how, like, do you have an answer to that?
I do. Well, the most me, of course, is fashion. Like, you know, I've had pressed my e-commerce store, pressedatl.com for 14 years. So, you know, that's like a part of who I am, like just my natural self, you know? So that's like my baby and what I love. And, you know, but everything that me and my husband do is something that we love. Like, we're not those type of people to be like, oh, let's just do this because it seems like now everybody's buying car washes. Let's just buy car washes. You know, like, you know, and people who have car washes make a lot of money. It's not that they're a lucrative business.
Why there's a song about it. Yeah.
Right. But you know, for us, we always try to do things that we love and that we know that we're going to push hard for and go hard for. When you're investing in something, you want to invest in something that you feel passionate about, that you know you're going to be able to make money and that we can do and oversee and really execute, even if, you know, employees walked out on you or whatever the case may be. So that's kind of like how we operate. So,
and how do you guys do the balancing of like being partners, but then also partners in business? Like, do you guys have moments where you're like, it's 7 p.m., we're on the couch, would you wait until 9 a.m.?
Yep. Yeah, we do that. We have to, you know, sometimes early in the relationship and the business, both relationship, you don't think that's important. You know what I mean? Like, you're just like working, you're doing whatever. But yes, it's so important to take that quality time to push, you know, keep it personal, push the business out the way, love on each other, be there for each other, understand each other. And I was saying this earlier, it's like, y'all have to communicate, y'all have to understand each other's languages, and you have to know when to shut certain things out and really just kind of love and pour into each other, because you can lose sight of a lot when you're dealing with businesses, especially us with having like 7-day-a-week and 6-day-a-week businesses. It never stops. So you have to prioritize that personal time.
You and Kirk really are an institution, and you've been together for so long, and you have been on reality TV for so long, and you've been so vulnerable. You've shared your ups, you've shared your downs, but you remain stronger than ever. What has been the secret there? Because that's not easy, working together and doing it in the public eye.
You know, it's not easy, but it's not easy, and it's not always great. But it has its great times. And when you're able to do things together and be successful and have things that really work and win, and then you're doing it with the person you love, it just makes everything better. And when it comes to business, because we live in such a world now where you can't trust nobody, loyalty is like a joke to people. When you are able to do business with someone you can trust and who's going to put into it like you put into it, because it's y'all putting into y'all's business, then it is like, so you feel like you can conquer the world if y'all on the same page. And that's the beautiful part about it. But, you know, with anything, it's work. And, you know, you still have to make sure that you prioritize that personal time, though, for real.
And I know we don't have that much time left with you, but talking about like partnership, putting in work, I was thinking there is no stronger partnership than when you see Rasheeda remix. Like, you add so much to a song and you take it to such a next level. Are there any songs that you, if you could share, that you were like so close to being on the remix for, or you like wanted to be on the remix for, but it just maybe didn't work out, or anything that you're like, that song would have been better if it had me?
No, because any song I wanted to remix, if I didn't do it with an artist, I just jack they beat and make my own version and put it on Boss Bitch Music Volume, whatever I want.
Wait, what song would go on the next Boss Bitch Music Volume?
Definitely,
Like,
that rip me out the plastic. I've been acting brand new.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yeah, that.
Oh, yes.
Do you have a song in your discography that you are most proud of? Like, in your mind, what is the essential Rasheeda single?
It's 2.
Okay.
And the essential Rasheeda single is My Bubblegum. And then the second one is a song that I did. It's on the same album called Type of Girl. And that song is, I'm the type of girl, I'm the type of girl, yep, make money, money, take money, money, money. That was like one of my favorites. Like, when MySpace was out, between that song and Bubblegum, that was on everybody's MySpace.
I was
mine, like literally mine.
And what a lyric that still rings true for making some boss moves.
What lyric?
No, those lyrics are perfect.
Oh, those lyrics. Yeah. Heck yeah. See, I was already putting all this into fruitation and manifesting it. And, you know, some people just realizing that, but see, I was already doing
MySpace manifestations. I love it.
Rasheeda, thank you so much. Danny and I really appreciate it. And congrats on season 2 of Boss Moves.
Thank you so much, you guys. I enjoyed y'all. Y'all have a great day.